Good day everyone. Today I want to share about Malaysia economics performance and policies from 1997 to 2025. Okay, next. This is our team. Have me, M. Velika, and Emily Lim Woon Shun, and Dipti, and the last is Jeffany. This is our table of content. We have introduction, GDP growth analysis, unemployment trends, inflation, and Phillips curve, government policies, and the last is conclusion and reference. The first, introduction. This talk about Malaysia economy. Malaysia open middle income country. Main sector, service, manufacturing, agriculture, and mining. The study period is 1997 to 2025. Okay, next. This is the GDP growth rate. Here is talk about annual real GDP growth rate. This is all the year and the rate and the situation. Okay, next. Here is GDP trend and increases. Malaysia real GDP growth. You can see the graph here. The graph is made by AI lah. Okay, next I will pass to my friends to share about unemployment analysis.
Now I'm going to continue my part, unemployment rates and trend. So we can see three parts: year, rent, and situation. In 1997, the rate is 2.50. It's a normal level, and 1998 it's 3.20. It's a Asian crisis impact. 2009 it's a 3.70. It's a global crisis impact. 2019 it's 3.30, stable economic. 2020 it's a 4.50, starts of lockdowns. We can see May 2020 it's 5.30, highest record. 2021 is a 4.60, raciest competition. You can see 2020 it's a 3.80, record started. You can see it's minimum until 2024. 2024 it's a 3.30, is a affecting unemployment. They got two parts. First part is the key crisis factors in 1997 till 98. Current crisis, business closed, few jobs. In 2008 until 2009, global recession, low export, less risking. In 2020 until 2021, lockdown, tourist, rental, stop, jobless. In 2022 until 2022 is a economic reopen, business expect more jobs. Economic consistent, business cycle, expansion, lower unemployment, resistant, high unemployment. Economic growth, highest output create more employment. GDP versus unemployment. A relationship, GDP, unemployment, growing economic, construction, hire more workers. GDP unemployment, showing economic construction cut jobs. For example, in 1998, 2009, 2020, GDP fell, unemployment rose. In 2022 until 2025, GDP great fast, unemployment dropped.
Good morning everyone, my name is Emily Lim Wenxun. Now I will explain the inflation rate trade in Malaysia. First, what is inflation? Inflation means the general increase in the price of goods and service. When inflation goes up, people need to pay more for daily items. Look at the table. In 1998, inflation increased to about 5.2% because of the Asian finance crisis. In 2009, inflation was only around 0.6% during the global finance crisis because people spent less money. In 2020, Malaysia had deflation which means price fell because of COVID-19 lockdown and lower demand. In 2022 to 2025, inflation stayed around 2% to 3%, showing that price become more stable. Next, let's look at the factor effect inflation. During the 1997 to 1998 Asian financial crisis, the Malaysian ringgit became weaker. Important goods become more expensive. So inflation increased during the 2008 to 2009 global finance crisis. Economic activity slowed down. People spend less money, so inflation stayed low. In 2020, the COVID-19 lockdown reduced consumer demand. Business slow, fewer products sold, price fell, and Malaysia experienced deflation. From 2022 to 2025, the economy recovered, demand increased again, but inflation remained at a moderated level because of government policy and better economic conditions. Final, this slide explains the Phillips curve. The Phillips curve shows the relationship between inflation and employment. In the short run, higher inflation usually come with lower employment, while lower inflation usually comes with higher employment. In Malaysia, in 1998, inflation was high and employment was lower. In 2020, Malaysia experienced deflation and employment increased because many businesses closed during the pandemic. From 2022 to 2025, inflation become moderated while employment gradually increased as the economy recover. That's all my presentation. Thank you. Now I will pass to Jeffrey.
Thanks, my member Emily. So I'm Jeffrey. I will explain the government policies that help Malaysia economy. First, capital control in 1098. After the Asian finance crisis, Malaysia fixes the exchange rate code at RM 3.8 per $1 and limited short-term capital outflow. This helps stabilize the economy, reduce the current speculation, and support economy recovery. Second, the economic stimulus package in 2008 and 2009. The government introduced two stimulus packages worth about RM 67 billion to support business, create a job, and increase the government spending. This means sure reduce the impact of the global finance crisis. Next, during COVID-19 in 2020 years, the government launched the Perhatian and Penjanaan package. This program provide finance, support business, create a job, and help Malaysia recover the pandemic. Finally, the Madani Economic Framework 2023 to 2025 to improve income, attract investment, create a skill job, and support long-term economic growth. In conclusion, this government policy play an important role in helping Malaysia overcome economic challenges and support long-term economic growth. Thank you.